to episode 4, and it's Christiane blah blah here on the news. Ready to rumble. Who's ready to rumble? Not me. Hey, I'm not ready to rumble. I spent a little too much time outdoors. I do think I sun bleached, sun kissed, sunburned my eyes. I know you were going to think, oh my God, she is such a weedy girl. She's such a weedo. Oh my, look at her. Now that's a weedo. No, no. I was just outside like this in the sun, getting those corneas really nice and ready for spring, you know? No, I just, how do I protect that without, I'm not going to wear sunglasses when I'm out running. Hey, you know how stupid that looks? I'm not going to go out and be like, oh, look at my little gadgets on my fucking face. If you wear sunglasses and a hat while running, I despise you. You look like an idiot. Anyway, our drink. Oh, wait. Hi, welcome to the Christiane Blah Blah Show. My name is Christiane, and this is my show. Welcome back. Or if this is the first time you're ever seeing and or listening to me, how dare you? You have 3 other episodes that you have to listen to, but also welcome. Share with your friends and family, especially your grandmother, because I know me and grandmothers really, we vibe. We are on the same plane of existence. I can't wait for my grandmother time. But in the meantime, I'll just connect with yours. Me and yours, we'll be best friends. I decided not to go for a wine today because why not do something else? So we're sipping tequila today because of my heritage, you know? Because I love my family. Salud. That's actually really good. It's reposado, okay? And you sip on it. Nada que un shot. Nada que para abajo. No. This is a sippy. Okay, so cheers, salud, santé. This episode is going to be kind of a little all over the place. I wanted to start the episode by saying you guys are too nice to me. You guys are so nice to me. I did cry a little bit from the comments that you guys were leaving, and then I got a lot of DMs on Instagram saying that you guys felt a connection with what I was talking about in episode 3 about grief and anger and all of these things, and it made me feel like what I was saying and doing mattered, which I don't feel very often. I feel like a lot of people, my insecure side will say this, but a lot of people kind of see me as like a jester of sorts, and I like that. I wear that and take that honor on with pride. I like making people laugh and making people kind of forget their problems for a second. But it's also nice to be, just for people to see another side of me. Know that I'm multifaceted and multi-layered. So I'm so happy that episode 3 resonated with some of you, and that's cute. My eyes are, they're burning, okay? They're burning. And I purposely did not wear eye makeup for this episode because my eyes are so itchy right now. I just got back from a Facebook Marketplace exchange that I did talk about on TikTok, but I will dive into on this episode as well. I'm always on Facebook Marketplace looking for a deal. I want to snag a deal. I want to see what's out there and what I can collect. A lot of people say I'm a hoarder. They'll be like, oh my God, Christiane, she's a hoarder. I think I am a collector of other people's treasures. Okay? So I'm usually at this point of year, going into spring, I'm looking for planters. I'm looking for plants. I'm looking for bricks. Because I love a brick. I'm trying to build a retainer wall in my front garden because I do live like on a sloop. What is it? Not a sloop. That's not a word that on a slope. I live on a slope, and then there's like a creek. So I need to build a retainer wall because I'm creating my vegetable garden out yonder in the front. So I'm looking for bricks, man. I'm looking for everything. And I found this really great rubber tree plant in a beautiful terracotta pot for 25 fucking smackroons. I was like, I'm gonna go get that. But I didn't wrap up my day until about 6 p.m. So I'm messaging this person. His name was Kevin. Yeah, his name was Kevin. So me and Kevin, we're chatting it up, and I'm like, hey Kev, be there soon. Like I'm rolling slowly. I might be late, you know? And I get there, and it's like the sun has set. The sun had said bonne nuit, okay? So I'm feeling a little uncomfortable because it is like in this weird parking lot in an apartment complex, and I'm feeling the hairs on the back of my neck are really they're standing up. Okay, so I messaged Kev, and I'm like, hey Kev, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in my car with the doors locked. Let me know when you're outs and abouts with my rubble plant. Okay, took him like 10 minutes to respond to me. Number one, rude. But anyway, he's like, where are you? I'm like, by the office. This is okay. I don't have social anxiety, but I do have social anxiety in these situations where I'm like, I feel like I'm doing a weird drug quest, and I'm just getting a plant in a little cute terracotta pot planter. I felt dirty. I didn't like it. But anyway, Kevin, my boy Kev, comes over, and he's like, oh, here's your plant, whatever. We're doing the transaction. Okay. We're doing the little I can see where a lot of Facebook marketplace exchanges don't they don't look good. They don't look good. Okay. Thank God they're like I had an item in my hand like, look, I'm buying this to all the freaks around me. But yeah, Kevin started saying some questionable comments. He was like, "Oh, so you like plants?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a plant fiend." He was like, "Oh, I have more," and I was like, "Don't tell me that, because I'm gonna buy them all." Ha ha ha. I don't know. I don't fucking know you, Kevin. He was like, "Oh my god, yeah, don't tell me that." He was like, "Yeah, no, I have like loads in my apartment," and I was like, "Oh well, I only have $25, so I can't go buy anymore, and I shouldn't be buying this plant anyway." And he was like, "Yeah, no, but like you should come up and see the plants." I was like, "Kevin, my boy Kevin, you can't be saying that. You can't. That's weird, Kev. Like, huh?" I ignored that last one because I was like, I was nice to you twice. I entertained you trying to make more money. I get it, businessman Kevin. But like, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, I'm being trafficked. I'm being trafficked. Is this the way it goes? My life flashed before my eyes. It was 2 seconds because my life has been meaningless. Oh, that's it? Oh my God. Wait, hold on. You're about to die. 2 seconds because your life is literally a piece of shit and nothing good happens to you. 2 seconds later. Oh, well, I guess I can die now because that was just too. Oh, my life has flashed. We're good. You ready? Let's wrap it up. I thought this would be longer. I thought the flash would be longer. No, it was 2 seconds at best. So that's cool. That tequila is kind of bad. I will say I do like a tequila a little iced. I do like it a little frío. This is giving me medicina. This is giving me, ay, mi pancita me duele. And your mamita is like, aquí un tequilita. Eso te lo va a quitar. Sana, sana, colita de rana. That's what it's giving me. But I will. Should I drink all of that? It is 9:30 p.m. on a Monday. So like that means yes. That means cheers to the whole thing. Ay, Dios mío. Anyway, so I I very much ignored Kevin's last plight to get me into his apartment. And I paid him the 25 and I got out of there quick. I got out of there with the speed of light. And that just, I think I either have to do my Facebook Marketplace exchanges when the sun is out. When the sun is out. But I'm really happy. I'm looking at my plant right now. It is like a beautiful long rubber tree plant with 2 stems. It's like 2.5 stems, but like the pot is very little. So it's like she's skinny. She's a skinny rubber tree plant. And she looks perfect. I used to have like, or usually put bouquets there, or like cut flowers. And I think that just looks, it looks more homey. Se ve como más con casa, no? But yeah, that was my Monday evening wrapped up. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm my favorite time of year is right now. I love spring. I love early summer. I'm an early summer baby. I swear to God. Hold on. Right quick. My neighbor over here, a happy couple with a kid. A happy couple with a little girl that is so cute. And the little girl, though, is annoying. And the parents, I've given them my number. Listen, don't talk to me about rejection because I've given them my number about 3 times. Anytime I have a dinner party, I'm always like, I text my neighbor, my old man neighbor, Pat, on that wall. And me and Pat we are 2 peas in a pod, okay? He comes over and has like a cup of coffee every once in a while. And we just like talk shit about the neighborhood. I love Pat. Pat is great, okay? But these motherfuckers, I have treated them just the same that I have treated Pat, okay? And these freaks, all they give me this side eye. They're just like, whatever. I'm like, what did I do to you? And what did I do to you? And the little girl, her name is Elena or Helena. I think it's Helena, which so cute. Oh, I hate that. That's such a cute name. She's so loud though. She definitely is, I don't know, has a hearing problem because she bangs shit. My bedroom upstairs, like my wall definitely shares the same wall with Helena's fucking bedroom because she's going off 6 a.m. She's having karaoke night. Speaking of karaoke and going back to why I like spring and summer, why does no one want to go to karaoke with me? I have asked my different like groups of friends. I'm like, so like karaoke, you like karaoke? Oh wait, so like karaoke, do you indulge in said karaoke? Not one person has been ecstatic. Everyone's like, oh, that's so embarrassing. What, in what world is that embarrassing? Karaoke? Ooh, Moon River, I'm ready to go on the town. No, karaoke is what brings me joy. And for some reason, I put like spring, summer, and karaoke in the same kind of vestibule of things to do at this time of year. It's like, oh, finally, it's not cold outside. I just sunburned my retinas. Let's get it, girl. Let's go to the karaoke bar. It's fantastical to me. Okay, and no one wants to go. I'm ready to just go alone. Who doesn't like it? The thing with karaoke is that you don't have to be good. No one's going to karaoke and being like, this is my shot. This is it for me, baby. I'm going to get discovered. No one says that. Well, maybe some people, but I don't. I go and I'm like, I'm going to get crazy drunk, number 1. And number 2, I'm going to hog the microphone. And then just like, I also be... That's such a Gemini thing of me to do. I'm like, that's about me. I'm the star. But then I also like still incorporate the crowd. I'm like, okay, girl, now it's your turn. I'm a great MC. Maybe that's the line of a career I should do. Be an MC. I'd be a great MC. Hey guys, welcome to karaoke. Who's got it? Richard, let's go, Rich. I think that would be really fun, and I think I would be great at it. And if anyone wants to go to karaoke with me, just let me know. I really want. Okay, I living in Texas and having Alamo Draft House is around me. The cinemas, the theaters. They have at one of the locations. I think they have it at multiple locations, but at one of them that I like to frequent, they have karaoke rooms, and that's what I want. I don't really want to go to a karaoke bar. I want to go to a karaoke room. I want to just go in there with like 3-4 peep. No more peep. Only 3-4 peep. And we go in there and go beepity beep. And then just get drunk. I love small grouped. So like, when I tell people that I'm recording a podcast and they say I don't give a fuck and then they still message, that's my favorite thing ever. That I'm like, oh, hey, can you not bother me for a second? And they're like, yeah, sure. But actually, shut up. Listen to me. That's my favorite thing. I love my friends. I love when they do that. I love that when they do that for me. Not to drag and talk about my therapy sessions all the time, but this one's special. This one's really special because my therapist, I think, is starting to get a little sick of me and also is lying to me. I think Rita's lying to me because she told me that the reason that I was diagnosed with chronic depression was because I was too smart. No, Rita. I'm going to go ahead with no. I don't think that's how chronic depression works. I don't think it's because like I'm so smart. What is it? The beautiful mind? That oh, it's because he had chronic depression. He was so smart. It's because he was too smart. Don't. I'm already delusional all on my own, honey. She said that to me and I was saying, Rita, I'm going to fire you. I'm going to fire you so hard because don't say that to me. I will take it as fact and tell everyone around me anytime I get in a fight with anyone or I do something mean, be like, sorry, it's because I'm chronically depressed and too smart. Rita said, my therapist said. So if you have a problem with it, take it up with her. Take it up with the professional. Yeah, I shut that one down really quick. I was like, Rita, I just think I'm just like mentally ill and that's okay. Like I'm, it's a daily struggle and I'm okay with it. Like I've come to peace with it. I know how to self-regulate. I think I'm okay. She was like, no, it's because you're so smart. Sometimes you say some things and it's so smart. She's Latina. I'm not being weird. She's a chica Latina. And like I appreciate her being nice to me and saying that I'm smart. But I don't think that's the reason I have chronic depression. Sometimes I wonder if she's just telling things to me to just like make me shut up. Because the whole therapy sessions, I'm talking. Which is good. I think that's what I need. I need to like expel the juice because I just bottle it up a lot. And she is way too trustworthy. Like her face, she's like una abuelita. She's like a little grandmother face. Oh, and you look into her eyes and you're like, oh my God, I can tell no lies. She knows everything. She knows my soul. I think she's my soulmate, actually. I can't lie to her. That girl, she really is in the perfect line, of career. Therapist goes so well, Rita. My notes sometimes are a little too vague and I don't. Oh, there's two fun facts that I do want to talk about. And they have to do with entertainment industry. One of them is I read in an article, watched a TikTok about, did you know? Fun fact. What? Okay. My brain went in like 3 different ways right there. And I had like a little twitch, a brain twitch. Let me reel it in real quick. One thing you should know about me, I love fun facts. Okay, now we can move on. So a fun fact that I read in a TikTok. Did you know that Sofia Coppola was supposed to direct Twilight? Did you know that? I didn't. Hey, I read it in a TikTok. Imagine the cinematic universe of Sofia Coppola Twilight. I don't know if I could have handled it. Twilight now on its own is already a masterpiece. And I will hear no other negative discourse around TikTok. I mean, fucking Twilight or TikTok. Also, if you hate TikTok, your mom's a hoe. No, but seriously, like, think about it. Like, Sofia Coppola Twilight. I kind of want it though. Since we're all remaking everything, we're all doing remakes and biopics. I want a remake of Twilight, and I want it to be Sofia Coppola. And I want to be Bella. I want to be Bella. I'd be such a good Bella. Because I would, anytime I would introduce myself, it wouldn't be like, hi, my name's Bella. I'd be like, no, my name's Bella. Bella Hadid. And I would change my name to Bella Hadid. Like, yeah, it's Bella Hadid. It's me. And then Edward would be Eduardo Culeno. Bella Hadid and Eduardo Culeno. And he's Latino, and I'm just Bella Hadid. And they superimpose Bella Hadid's face onto mine. But it's still my rockin' bangin' body. Not hers. My rockin' bangin' body. That'd be good. And then Sophia's just like, and action. Now, that would ring in the big bucks. Cheers. The other fun fact that I read in a TikTok was that Michael Jackson, I know we already talked about Michael Jackson in the last episode and that I felt pity for him, but then now there's new allegations. I don't know. Michael Jackson is such a complex creature who did bad things, but also great songs. I don't know. Don't come for me. I don't know. He seems like a freak. But I think people look at me and say, that's a freak. So I don't know. There's empathy. Maybe not empathy, sympathy. There's sympathy there. Okay? Not the same thing. But anyway, did you know that Michael Jackson would stalk, was it Russell Crowe? He would stalk, yeah, Russell Crowe. He would stalk Russell Crowe and like find the hotels that he would stay at and prank call him in his hotel room. And hey, check it. They also never met. What the fuck, Michael? That's so weird. That's so weird. He would find the hotels that Russell Crowe would stay at and be like, hi, it's me. And then Russell Crowe would be like, Michael, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, it's not Michael. Honestly, that's something I would do. If I was of the caliber and had the context that Michael Jackson had, I'd be doing that shit all day, every day. I'd be prank calling everyone. So I'm surprised that he only stayed on like the Russell Crowe level. You know, he didn't go beyond. The fact that they also didn't meet is insane. Like, they don't know each other. But what a great story. Like, what a great story for Russell Crowe. You'd be like, yeah, remember when all of these times happened and I never met Michael Jackson? That's funny. So now you learned 2 new things thanks to my podcast. So could I change my category that my podcast lives in? Instead of a comedy, it should be truth and knowledge, philosophy and knowledge. Christiane blah blah show. I think I'd get more clicks because everyone's doing comedy. Everyone's going, I'm funny. Hey, most of you guys are not funny. Myself kind of sometimes included. But I am funny a good amount. Not all the amounts, but a good amount. I feel like I could produce laughter. Okay? Yeah. Call me crazy. Call me pompous. Sometimes you gotta be a little pompous. Pompous to be powerful and have potential in the population of Pangea. Hey, remember when Pangea was a thing? Crazy. Hey, remember when Pangea was like just like a thing? I remember. That was crazy. Oh my god, time flies. Note that I have randomly is being a good listener is hot. I mean, I'm not going to get too into detail with that one, but hello, of course. When someone is listening to me um blabber on, cuz I know my faults. I know my weaknesses and I know my faults. Okay? I don't know how to stop fucking talking. So when I'm in like a romantic setting and this motherfucker all he's doing he's just like, but not just like, yeah, whatever, bitch. Like it's like, wow, you are an intellectual. uh Now that makes me cross my legs. If you catch my drift. Yeah. It makes me a little horno. I love it. Cuz I'm like, wow, he is doting on me. What a doter, you know? I love being doted on. Yeah. Even cuz like I know that like 73% of what I say is insignificant. It is just like not even word vomit, but it is like it's fluffy. Okay? My boss tells me all the time, okay? Cuz I'm a writer. Yeah, not to brag or anything, but I am a writer. Okay? And my boss every time is like, you're so good at what you do. They always give me compliment sandwiches, which is the best way that I take on constructive criticism. They're like, you do this amazing, but like, can you shut the fuck up? You're writing too fluff. Like your writing is so fluff that we need to have like 25%. We need to have 25% of fluff, and you're giving us 100% fluff. And I'm like, I don't know how to write without fluff. The world is fluff. Like I know that my job it's writing, and it's like in a very corporate it's corporate writing, so it is hard for me to like mesh those two worlds of like I mentally am a creative writer, so how do I not do that in a corporate way? So hard, so hard. They're like, we need simple sentences. I'm like, I can only produce complex. I cannot do simple sentences. That's so why are we living? Simple sentences are not worth my time and my energy to produce. Let me be complex. Let me use a semicolon. Let me use a hyphen. What are you saying? I'm not allowed to use that. It breaks my heart every time. But anyway, there's a cheese shop. There's a cheese shop in town called Antonelli's. And I love Antonelli's. I love a cheese. And when you tell me there's a cheese shop in town, I'm a go. All right? Why is it that the title of cheesemonger sounds a bit racist? Hey, I'm a cheesemonger. Oh! Oh, who are you, cheesemonger? Cheesemonger? Why did they have to choose that word? Why isn't it cheese expert, cheese connoisseur, cheese whiz, cheesemonger? That sounds like you're about to do a hate crime. I don't like it. I felt so uncomfortable. I felt I don't like. I don't know what the etymology of cheesemonger is. Let's Google it. What it monger cheese? See, this is why we have my computer here. Cheesemonger. Etymology. Etymology. Monger derives from the Latin mango and Germanic suffix "er" to mean a merchant, dealer, or trader of a commodity. Cheesemonger, by extension, means one who deals or trades in cheese. I wish I was one of them. I would love that as a career. But also, like, why mango? They also... Wait, hold on. So it's a mango-er? So, like, this isn't making sense to me. Because mango... We're not saying mango, we're saying mongo. We're saying monger. Where does the term monger come from? The earliest known use of the noun cheesemonger is in Middle English period 1150 to 1500. Now, that's a bit too vague. No. What do you mean Middle English? That's like 400 years. EOD's earliest evidence of cheesemonger is from around 1185. What a time to be alive. Oh my God, 1185 was just crazy. They're really doing crazy shit, like selling cheese on the street. Oh, okay, so there's also a term called cheese maker, but like a cheesemaker is different. Like if I'm a cheesemonger, I'm selling the cheese. I'm not, hey, shut the fuck up. I hate my friends. I hate my family and I hate myself. I told everyone to shut the fuck up. I know I can put my phone on do not disturb, but I have like PTSD of like emergencies and like having to be like on my phone, so I don't do not disturb. But right now would be a great time to do that. What is a monger in British slang? Oh, now we're getting into British slang, man. A person who is involved in something in a petty or contemplative. Oh, that was a hard one for me. Way, usually used in combination. A gossip monger. Are you bloody gossip monger? I don't do that. You're fucking gossip monger. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I don't like that. Dude, Brits are fucking weird. I've been burned by too many Brits. Brits and Turks. We'll get into that in episode 5. But okay, I still don't understand. And it still feels like a hate crime to me to be called a cheesemonger. And I will say, I didn't know that it was one word together. I thought it was a cheese space monger. Like you're monging around? Hey, that's weird. Why are you monging around with cheese? Episode 4. We're in it. We're in the thick of it. We're in the fucking weeds, man. Like, I want this last segment to be fun and fresh. To be like, I don't know, flexible. So I know we've done voice note write-ins. We've done existential crises that come from my brain. And then now, because I love, and it's something that I, mentioned in last episode, but I love Am I the Asshole Reddit. I love. I'm not a Redditor. But I love this subreddit so much because people are great. People are insane on this subreddit. And I did do a little bit of gallivanting on Am I the Asshole before recording. And I did not read it. We're going to read through it and then give our 2 cents. But I picked a very fun sounding. I need this to be bigger because my eyes don't work. A bigger font. What? Hello? Okay, sorry. I picked this story because I love the title. The title made me giggle. So, episode 4, we're going to introduce some subreddit stories, and then I'd love to hear what you think about what these people should do or who's the asshole. And yeah, let's have fun with it, okay? So you're going to realize quite quickly why I chose this story. So let's get into it. This story is from 3 hours ago. And it is, Am I the Asshole for Asking My Niece to stop speaking French around my dyslexic wife? So let's get into it. My wife, 28 female Sarah, and I, male 30, have been married for 5 years. Oh, wow. She's incredible, loving, and my favorite person in the world. Now, my entire family has tradition of learning and speaking French. It's always been a fun way for us to bond. However, for Sarah, it's been a bit of a challenge. Sarah has tried for years to pick up the language, but due to her dyslexia, she found it extremely difficult. It's been a great source of frustration and insecurity for her, especially when we're around my family who like to speak French with each other. My niece, 17 female, Eva, is staying with us for a while. She speaks English and French too, and understandably speaks a lot of French around the house. Well, I understand it's just a normal thing for her. It's been a bit upsetting for Sarah. She feels excluded from our conversations, and she started trying to brush it off, but it's just stressing her out and hitting a nerve. Given the situation, I approached Eva and asked if she could try to speak more English around my wife. I explained that it wasn't about controlling her choices, but about helping Sarah feel more comfortable and included in conversations. Unfortunately, Eva didn't take it well. She accused me of prioritizing Sarah's difficulties over her comfort and claimed that I was asking her to suppress her identity. I'm not sure if I handled it the right way. Am I the asshole for asking Eva to stop speaking French around Sarah? I love everything about this. I love a family drama. That's my favorite type of movie to watch. It's my favorite type of book to read. It's I love when families fight. I, as someone who frequently has family fights, I love it. It brings me um the serotonin that my brain lacks. I think that this is absurd. It's absurd. Like, no offense, Sarah, the wife. I understand you have dyslexia, but like, okay, I don't know what to tell you, girl. I'm not trying to be ableist or anything, but it does, like, I understand being insecure. I've been like in groups and around groups where I don't speak the language that the majority of the people speak. And I just like, it's okay. I found myself to be like, it is frustrating because I wish I spoke the language more, but it just doesn't, I don't, you know? And I don't want to be, at least for me, it's not because I'm dyslexic, it's because I'm like an idiot, and learning new languages can be hard as an adult. But I don't know. To me, it's like just integrate, just listen, try to like pick up things. For me, it would be even more beneficial. Like, if you're dyslexic and you find learning the French language difficult by like reading it or with books, like, don't you want to listen to it then? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, then you would want your niece and your husband's family to speak to you in French. Dyslexia isn't audible. It's not an audible thing. So that to me is bizarre. It feels like she's just frustrated because she's not learning the language as like quickly or as well as everyone else in the family, and she's making it everyone else's problem and blaming her dyslexia. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And then for the husband, number one, I will say I love that the husband had his wife's back. I love that. I love when a husband, well, it depends on what, but I like when a man is defends his wife, and vice versa. I love when a wife defends their husband. But this is like a little bizarre. You're also dealing with a 17-year-old. So like, of course it's going to, like, it's not going to go well. You're not going to tell a 17-year-old like, "Hi, stop speaking a language that you speak because my wife is insecure and doesn't know how to speak the language." I remember me being 17, I would have sucker punched the bitch. I would be like, "Who do you think you're talking to?" Like, no. So I don't think anyone's the asshole here. I think if anything, the wife's a little bit of the asshole. Like, it seems like it's coming from a place of insecurity, which I empathize with so much. I am also a very insecure person in certain regards. But like, come on, girl. You're not going to tell someone to not speak a language that they're comfortable speaking because you're uncomfortable because you don't know how to speak it. That to me is just weird. And I also being bilingual and then like being around my family, we all speak Spanish. And when I have someone or like a friend or whatever in the vicinity that doesn't, like, I do try to be like, "Okay, guys, like, we need to speak more English," because it is rude. Sometimes it can come off as rude, especially if the person that is a non Spanish speaker doesn't care to speak Spanish and they want, like, I don't, context is key. Context is key. But here it's like the wife wants to learn French. So, and she's dyslexic, wants to learn French, but doesn't want the people around her to speak French because she is embarrassed that she's not learning French. That's weird. That's weird. Um, I want to go through the comments. Oh wow, everyone's saying that the niece is an asshole. Oh my god. What? Not the asshole. Your niece sounds pretty selfish. Oop. One of the rudest things you can do is purposefully speak a language someone in the conversation can't understand. I agree. I agree. But the wife is trying to learn French. See, the context is like they're missing the context. Oh my god. You all speak English. Oh my god. These comments are giving, we're in America, speak English. Oh my god. You all speak English, so you should speak this language since everyone understands it. Your wife shouldn't feel left out of conversation, and it's a sign of politeness to speak the language she understands. I agree. I'm not saying. Did I misread something? Is she not trying to learn French? Sarah has tried for years to pick up the language, but due to her dyslexia, she found it extremely difficult. It's been a great source of frustration and insecurity for her, especially when she's around my family who likes to speak French. Okay. Well, maybe she's not trying to learn it anymore? I don't know. Like, I don't think the niece is the asshole. I'm so sorry. Like, oh my, why are they all of these comments are putting the like most of the stress on the niece. It's like not the asshole, but there are some things you could do to mitigate your niece's lack of consideration. Am I on drugs? Listen, I don't know. I don't know how the niece went about it. I don't know if she was like, fuck you, you stupid bitch. I'm going to speak whatever the fuck. Tais-toi, putain. You know, like, I don't know. But I would be like, hey, it's hard because she's 17. Remember when you were 17? Like, I don't know. I try to give teenagers grace. I'm like, I remember, okay? When on my 16th birthday, I was such a bitch. I was such a bitch. And my mom bought, there's a tangent here. My mom bought me I was having a pool party, okay, for my sweet 16. And my mom bought me 3 little cakes with butterflies on it. And I was so angry because I told my mom it was low key. I was like, Mom, I'm 16. Why did you buy, these are baby cakes. I'm so angry about it. And I went off on my mom. And you know what my mom did? She threw the fucking cakes in my face. She said, oh yeah? In my fucking face. And then I ran away. And then took like her laxatives. And I was like, I'm going to end it. And then I couldn't even swallow pills. So my mom was like, okay. What are you going to do with those? What are you going to do with them, girl? And I was like, I'm done. And then my friends came over and I had a great time. I had a great time at the pool with my friends. So I get it. I get when you're a teenager and you aren't as considerate as you wish you were, you know? But I just don't think it's the niece's responsibility to like uphold or like deal with the insecurities of the wife. I don't know. Unless the wife has I mean, she did I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys think of this because it is freaking me out a little. This one I think is going to trigger me because it's about a husband that forgot his wife's birthday. Okay. Am I the asshole if I didn't or what is WIBTA? Please tell me. I thought this was am I the asshole? Anyway, if I didn't remind my husband about my birthday. My husband, 34, and I, 33, have been together 9 years, married for 6. My birthday is coming up this week, and I'm pretty sure he's going to forget. Oh, that's a divorce. I'm sorry. Like, if you can't. Okay, anyway. Let me continue. He's not a birthday person. I don't give a shit. Oh, my God. Oh, you're not a birthday? Hey, but, like, I am. And you're married to fucking me. So, like, I'm not saying we have to do a fucking elaborate shit, but if you're not a birthday person, doesn't mean that you can like. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I'm getting heated. He's not a birthday person, and he's not big on getting or giving gifts. I hate this man. And he's spaced on a lot of birthdays and anniversaries at the beginning of our relationship. But he worked through it and agreed to meet in the middle, with him trying harder and me being more chill. And that's been mostly working. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Call me a fucking princess. I want to be celebrated on my birthday. I want to be celebrated on anniversaries and on festivity. I love a good festive time. Okay. I'm not saying I need a huge thing, but like I'd love to do a dinner party, go out to dinner for my anniversary. It doesn't have to be this huge thing, but like I want to be acknowledged. I'm sorry, that's so weird to me to not be acknowledged. And I like to acknowledge. Like I think it's so fun celebrating people. This is weird. And for him to be like, "Oh, it's because I'm not that type." What the fuck do you mean? You're just forgetful and or don't care. Like that's what it's coming off as, and he's using that as an excuse. Okay. Sorry. He hasn't asked me about anything, not even if I'm working that night or if there's a restaurant I'd want to go to or anything. Oh, fucking asshole. Am I and I basically schedule and plan everything we do. Been there, done that, honey. Get rid of this man. Like, no. I'm sorry. No. You're doing all of the labor for the fun that you have in this relationship. It's all you. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Um, I'm so tired of planning thoughtful things for him to do for me that I have something to say when people ask me what he got me. I don't want to look up restaurants, check menus. Last year during my birthday dinner, he complained that there were only a couple things on the menu he could eat. And though I told him where I wanted to go um, a week ahead of time and specifically asked him to look at the menu and check schedules and just have him show up and pay, he's not in girl, he's not interested. He married you out of convenience. You are convenient, you plan everything. He likes complaining. This is the worst type of man in my book. Like if you don't want to hang out with me and like go on dates and have fun with me, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like I'm sorry, I find that weird. If all you want to do as a couple is like sit around the house and do fucking nothing, I that triggers me. I am someone who once a week, maybe once every other week, I want to go out and have fun with my partner. Like that to me is very important. I like trying new restaurants. I like trying a new bar. I like going to the movies. Like I like going out, and I don't think that's bad. I think that's a fun way of bonding with your partner outside of the home, you know? Not to say that bonding inside the home is not important, but like I get excited planning that, and I like when my partner is excited to plan as well. You know, so this is just it's making me really upset and triggering me. I know his mom has asked him about what to get me for my birthday, so he's got to know it's coming up. I'm sorry, this person writes choppy. I also maintain a digital household calendar for upcoming birthdays and events that I've shared with him multiple times, but I don't think he's ever clicked the link. Cool, I love that. Which is all to say, I'm not trying to trick him or set him up for failure. I just would genuinely rather not celebrate my birthday at all than plan everything myself. That's so sad. That makes me really upset, actually. That she feels like I would rather not even be celebrated because if not, the alternative is me doing everything. Wow. I don't know if I remind him if he would even do anything, and I think that's the worst part. If I don't say anything and he doesn't do anything, then he just forget. Then he just forgets. If I say something and he still doesn't do anything, it would hurt more. But at the same time, I feel like it's a dick move for me to know that I want something from him and will be disappointed if he doesn't do it and to not tell him. Girl, okay. Girl. I think that there is, hold on, before I give the 2 cents I've already given for a hot minute now. This man doesn't like you. He just doesn't like you. He's not excited to celebrate you. He's not excited to be around you. It doesn't seem like you're not looking for this like grand gesture. I'm someone who I'm a detail perceptive person. Is like we could do a dinner at home. Like it doesn't have to be a lavish thing, but I want to be celebrated. And that's something that I also brings me joy to do for other people. And when you don't have that in a marriage, like you guys haven't been just like dating a year or two, or it's like the first anniversary and it's like, "Oh, he's not like scheduling anything or doing anything or like even having that conversation of like, "Hey, like our anniversary is coming up. Like what do you want to do? Like do you want to go to dinner? Do you want like not even having a conversation for you both to work on it together. It's like just not happening. And you've been with this man for 9 years. And it seems like it's bothering you. I don't know if you've brought it up that it's like, "Hey, buddy, this is not cutting it. I don't feel seen. I don't feel loved. This is my love languages. Like for me, it is important to spend quality time and to be celebrated and to feel cherished. And it feels like you aren't willing to provide that for me. Um, that's rough. Okay. Um, I hope that there isn't like a side of defensiveness that comes out, and it could happen. As someone who I get defensive very easily, and it's bullshit, you know. So I think this man doesn't. He's very comfortable. Maybe looking at the other side, he's very comfortable with you, and he just like doesn't think that that's important for you. Um, Damn, communication is a very important trait to have in any sort of relationship. I would bring it up and be like, "Hey, my birthday's coming up. It's really important for me. I think it'd be really cool, and I would really love it if you planned something. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but like this is important for me, and I want to spend my birthday with you. I want to um be celebrated. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I've been in situations where I've been made to feel bad for that. It's like, "Oh, like why do you want to go out? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that?" And it's like because I like it. Because it brings me happiness. And it's not something that I do every day. But yeah, do I want to go grab a drink at a cute little bar on a Saturday night? Yeah, I do. That to me is fun. Um So it just seems like there's like a level of complacency in this relationship, especially on his end, that he's just like very used to you doing it all. And if you don't say anything about it, then he's just used to you doing it. Um and these things don't have to be like these large conversations either. It doesn't have to be, "Oh my god, like you motherfucker, blah, blah." It could be very simple. "Hey, I like it when you plan things for me." And you haven't been doing that, and you haven't done it since the beginning of our relationship, and I love you so much. I what's important for me and what makes me feel seen and loved is to be celebrated for my birthday, for an anniversary. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be this big thing, but I would love to see a bit more effort on your end with that. And that's it. And hopefully that, you know, her husband can understand that. I think like if that was the reverse and I were the husband, like if someone brought it up to me like that in a very cool, calm, collected way, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I've not been able to celebrate you. I haven't done like it's the way you say things. It's the manner in which you bring in new information. And that happens in relationships where You are going to bring up things that annoy you, that this, that's not working, and like, I think it's like the key of it is not the information itself, it's the way that you say it. And I need to be, like I said previous, I need a compliment sandwich. I need you to be like kind with your words with me, because and again, I hate it about myself, and I've kind of stopped getting there because I think my immediate reaction is to be so like on edge and so defensive, because I'm like, what? Oh, so you hate me? Oh, so like, what the fuck? Like, and it's some half the times it's not that deep. Like, I feel like this type of issue is very common, but is also very easily um resolved with just like really good communication. And if in turn, if you have a good conversation and he then doesn't give a shit, then that's when you start reevaluating the whole relationship a little bit. You know, you're like, oh, wait a minute. It's the way that you say things. And as someone who is a sensitive, I'm a very big sensitive. If I feel attacked, that's no good. So just word of advice. It goes beyond this am I the asshole whatever story. If you are vengeful with your words and you bottle things up, it's going to go absolutely nowhere. You're going to you're fighting with a wall at that point. And I'm speaking from experience. So be kind, be gentle with your words, have open communication. That's something that I've very much implemented in my life with like new relationships that, you know, I'm forming, that I have new friendships, that I'm like, a big pillar that I take very seriously is my communication. I will say it, and whatever's on my mind, and I will say it very calm, and in turn I see how the person receives it. I don't know, it's I'm telling you, therapy is great. Therapy has taught me so many things that I have started implementing in my life now, like a year and a half into it, that I'm like, it's so cool to see the like the other side of it, that there is like, I'm putting this shit into practice and there's actually positive benefits coming out of it. I don't know. Did I say I love therapy and everyone should be in therapy and everyone should love talking to a professional? And if you're in a couple, you should go to couples therapy or marriage counseling, even if nothing is happening, because it's so good to talk about your relationship and see like a third party, because like that to me is so sexy. Hey, I love that. I think that's so hot. Anyway, I think that is it for episode 4 of Blah Blah. Thank you so much for listening. If you want advice from me, Christiane, send a voice note. You can send it to the Spotify page or to Christiane Blah Blah on Instagram, or my personal Instagram, Christiane Escobar. And so, yeah, you can probably be featured in the next episode if you want a little tidbit of my advice. So thank you so much. I'm excited for the next one. Catch you later. And yeah, let me know what you think. Bye.